Welcome to the Jill on Money Show. It's Friday, September 29th, and we are here trying to help you make sense of anything financial going on in your life. Also, maybe to make sense of certain things going on in the economy, or maybe new rules that come out, all those different things and how they impact you. That's really my big job, is to try to figure out whatever is going on, how it really does filter down to you, our loyal listeners. And we are so grateful for everything that you do. If you've got a financial question, you can always go to jillonmoney.com, click the Contact Us button, and let us know if you would be willing to come on the air. You can sign up for our free weekly newsletter. It comes out Fridays, so good day for me to plug it. And you can also check out our Jill on Money live subscription service. That's where you have access to quarterly live webinars and lots more bonus content. Our next upcoming webinar will be in the beginning of December. We'll do some year-end financial planning with certified financial planner Dan Forbes. The fun thing about Danny is that I trained him. He used to work for me. So he can give you all the inside scoop of what it was like to work for a young maniac certified financial planner, co-owner of this firm. And he's a doll, and you're going to love him. So you can only check him out if you pay $35 for the whole year. And then you'll also have lots of great stuff to check out as well. Okay, now, we know that this is a very critical time. Why? Two reasons. We are on the precipice of a government shutdown, probably going to happen. We'll see. And also, we're on the precipice of the resumption of student loan payments. Yeah. And this is something that I think is incredibly important because a lot of you got a huge jump on paying down your loans. Some of you may not be so lucky. Some of you have kids who've got loans. So I'd love to present to you an interview that I conducted yesterday with Nate Burleson on CBS Mornings about the student loan repayments beginning again. And we really try to focus on the SAVE program. But let's air the segment, and then I want to talk a little bit more about what else you may want to do if you have these student loans. Here is my segment with CBS Mornings co-host Nate Burleson.
In today's Money Watch, we are looking at a huge issue for many Americans, the resumption of the federal student loan repayments. Coming up this Sunday, some 27 million Americans will have to start paying student loans for the first time in more than 3 years. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger is here. She joins us to break it all down, so let's jump right into it. The White House recently unveiled a repayment program called SAVE. Tell us about it.
Saving on a valuable education. This is one of the income-driven repayment plans. This is a big change since the Supreme Court ruled against debt forgiveness. And a lot of people don't realize this plan could help you reduce your monthly payments. Why? Because it's based on your current income and also the size of your family. So think about this. Maybe I lost my job. Maybe I took a different job. Maybe I got married. Maybe I had kids. And so this could actually really help you out. A couple of other features of this plan that are really interesting. If you're a single borrower and you make less than $15 an hour, you don't have to pay. That's huge.
There's loan forgiveness folded in here.
There could be, yes. And
Okay.
another part of the loan forgiveness could be if you pay for 10 years and you had an original loan balance of $12,000 or less, as long as you make those payments for those 10 years, whatever remains at the end of it could be forgiven. So do check out the SAVE plan.
So what if you can't pay or you miss a payment?
So one thing the Biden administration did announce was that there was something called an on-ramp, which was a recognition that a lot of people who are starting repayments might mess up a little bit. Let's say you miss a payment. Well, they're not going to report it to a credit agency. They're not going to put your loan into default. They're not even going to really consider you a bad payer. And so you should be clear that if you can't pay, you must go to the website, studentaid.gov. You can check out all the different repayment plans, including SAVE, and see if there's a calculator there that might give you some options. Be careful because under some plans, interest accrues. Under other plans, interest will not accrue.
What is this I'm hearing about repayment scams?
Well, this is terrible because almost as soon as the Supreme Court made its ruling, the FTC started noticing a lot of alerts where there are these companies that go out and say, hey, Nate, you got a loan? Oh, we can help you with it. And what this really is a kind of a variation on an old scam. We can help you consolidate your debt. We can get rid of it really quickly.
Gotcha.
And you know what? You can do this yourself. Again, go to studentaid.gov, explore this, be in touch with your loan servicer, make sure that any payments you make are automatically deducted from your accounts so you can avoid penalties and late fees.
Dollar Jill, y'all.
You know, one thing that we actually didn't touch on during this segment was the strange confluence of events that is occurring right now. And it's not just student loan repayment that is beginning, but it's also the government potentially closing. And it's also that crude oil has reached 1-year highs. We're kind of making our way towards $100 a barrel. I think that there is a larger question about how's the economy doing under all of this pressure? We know that stocks and bonds have had a pretty rotten September. But what about the economy overall? I think that's something that has been creeping into my head. I just ran into a friend of mine on the street. We were coming out of the grocery store, an old high school friend of mine, and she says, Jill, what do you think the recession thing is like? Are you worried? And I said, for a long time, I was really uptight about it. Then I kind of relaxed. I let my guard down. Now I'm getting a little uptight again. And I think it's because there are so many things happening at once. So, we have the restarting of student loan payments means that there's going to be a whole bunch of people who will have less money to spend every single month, right? So that will ding economic growth. Maybe, I don't know, there'll be $50 or $100 billion taken out of the economy. I don't know, maybe it's a half a percentage point of annual growth. Maybe it's less because so many people sign up for the SAVE plan that their payments are lower. But it's going to have some impact on the economy. Then we have the stupid government shutdown. And I say stupid because it's just a self-inflicted wound. That could also shave off, let's say, 1/10 or 0.2% of growth, depending on how long it goes on. Then we have crude oil, which is up by about 35% since June. We're going towards $100 a barrel. All of this is happening with interest rates at 22-year highs. And so I'm starting to get a little bit of a sense that, if things kind of collide together, we could see a bigger slowdown. It doesn't mean you should do anything with your portfolio. It doesn't mean anything about that. It just means that sometimes all these different disparate events combine and nothing happens. Sometimes all those disparate events combine and we actually go into a recession. None of these events in and of itself would be so bad. It's just the combination. That's what I'm thinking about. But look, we'll have to see. This will be a period of uncertainty and volatility. That means if you've got a financial question, you should get in touch with us. I really encourage you to do that. If you have a question, go to jillonmoney.com, click the Contact Us button, and let us know if you would be willing to come on the air. It is Friday, so let's do some business. Our music is composed by Joel Goodman. Mark Talercio is our executive producer and king of all things Jill on Money website. And we are distributed by Cadence 13. If you wouldn't mind, please leave us a rating and review wherever you listen. Lift someone up. Change your work, change your wealth, change your life. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.